I'm going to teach you guys how to make the VIC intros. So to start off with Final Cut, this is the timeline where you see what the viewer will see. So at this moment right here, at around 3 seconds, they're just going to see this image with no audio. Here, they're going to see the image still, but audio playing. This red bar was an audio clip, but I accidentally deleted it, so this is like a blank reference. So you might be wondering why there's no audio here. This 5 seconds is for the StreamYard host to press record. So they would play this video clip starting here, and then they will press record, and then they have 5 seconds to do that before the audio plays. In this panel, you can edit whatever the selected clip, you can edit its preferences. So here you have this image, but it's counted as a video because it's played over time. You can change opacity. This is useful if there's like another clip below it. Rotation. You can move it up and down, scale it, make it smaller, and all that. With audio clips, you can change its volume, and I think that's it. Yeah, pretty much the volume. So here, you might notice these dots. So these dots are called keyframes. And to add keyframes, they're used by these two buttons. So this is to add one, and this is to go to the next one, or to go back. So see, the playhead is at the second one. So if I press this, it'll go to the first one. And yeah, there are 4 in this case. So if I take out these keyframes, you can press this subtract button. And then go to the next one. I'm just doing this so I can show you guys how to make them as well. Okay, so now there are no keyframes, and we'll set the volume of the entire clip to 0, which is the 0 doesn't mean no volume. 0 means the original volume of the clip, so you can make it quieter or louder. So first we want to make a fade in, so we don't want to surprise the viewer too much. So we'll start with about negative 30 decibels. You want to make it quieter, the intros quieter a bit, so in case somebody wants to talk over them to welcome people to the VIC. So this one I had negative 11 decibels, and then I had it fade in starting from negative around 40 decibels. The number doesn't really matter too much because, you know, a person can't really tell, oh, this is negative 35, this is negative 38. They just hear it quiet and then loud again. So we're starting at around 30. We'll let it play. I know you guys can't hear this audio because QuickTime doesn't like it when you record computer audio, so you guys get to hear my voice. So let's say around here we want, oh sorry, I forgot. Here, after we set the negative 30, we also have to add the keyframe to make it stay there. Or else if you change it somewhere else, then the entire thing is going to go up and down, like how it did when we brought it down to negative 30. So we'll play the video, and then let's say we want it to be at negative 10 decibels here. So we can either change this bar, drag this bar, or we can type in the value. So I'll type negative 10. And so it knows that you'd want it changed from this here. So it already added another keyframe for you. So we'll play it. And then we'll skip over here. And then say we want it to fade out starting here. So you want to add a keyframe before you change it, or else it's also going to change this portion here. So now that we've added it, it's saying, okay, keep it at negative 10 here. And then we're going to play it until the end, and then we're going to drag it down to negative infinity, which means no volume, and then it's going to add our keyframe for us. So as it plays, it'll be for the viewer, it'll be -10 decibels here, and they'll start fading out starting here, and then by the time they reach here, it'll be faded out. So I mentioned how there's 5 seconds here. If we go to the credits, there's also 5 seconds at the end of this clip as well. So the way I made the credits is I had a black image as well. It's not in Final Cut, but you have to, I just Googled a 16:9 image of like a black screen and then put it in, because 16:9 is StreamYard's ratio for video streaming. The audio clip here is 0 decibels because you don't really need to talk over that. People say bye and then they play the credits. I also have text over the black screen. So if we play this, it'll look like that. Actually, this one was messed up a little. Maybe I recorded, this is the second time I'm recording this because last time the audio didn't work well. So the credits do look like this. So this is what it looks like. And then it goes straight to the image. So I'm going to show you guys how I made these credits. So if you go to this tab here, you can add different types of text or animations. So I did a simple one, which is the scrolling one, which looks like that. I took out the scrolling animation and I made the text different because you don't really need to have these two columns. It's just a matter of editing the text box. So I'm just fixing this a bit. Okay, that looks different. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the way I did this was you obviously type what you want to happen, and then you want it to happen for a certain amount of time as well, so they actually see it. So I have Times New Roman regular, so you can have these options. You can change the font size. You can change different things. So say I want Shabata's last name to change only. You can do that as well. You can also change the alignment of the entire thing, the vertical alignment, line spacing. So this one isn't doing anything right now because it's tied to the whole line. So say I want that changed, then it changes. You can have tracking different. So that's, I believe it's the space between letters, yeah. And then you can also have all caps. Well, it's already all caps, so that's not doing anything. And then you can also change the position of the entire text box. So if I change this back to 0, this is what it looks like if you have a normal text box. So I had to raise it each time. You can also rotate the entire text box. If you edit the Z positions of anything, it'll come forward towards you. So this is useful if you have like a shadow effect on top of it. And then you can also rotate it. I don't know how this is Z, but I guess it is. You can also make it smaller overall, make it smaller in one direction only, and have other types of text here. Formats. So I mentioned there's 5 seconds here at the end for the people to stop the recording as well. There's also one more thing I wanted to mention. So I mentioned here that this was a deleted audio clip. So you need to make sure this doesn't happen by not renaming the clip after you've added it to Final Cut, or move it or delete it. So I accidentally did one of those. And to prevent that from happening, when you import something, you can press copy to library instead of leave files in place. So copy to library adds it to this untitled Final Cut project, library. And and then you can do whatever you want with the file you had before. And yeah, that's pretty much it.